Good morning and happy Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Caitlin Lohr with a quick look at your forecast for the rest of today and a peek at what we could see tomorrow. We are looking at a beautiful breeze today, anywhere between 15 and 25 miles an hour across the entire area. Gusts anywhere between 30 and 35 miles an hour. This breeze is going to feel fantastic with summer-like temperatures on the way once again. We are looking at a high of 86 degrees by this afternoon here in Mankato, mid-80s really across southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. If you plan to be out and about, make sure you put on and reapply that sunscreen today, especially between the hours of 11 a.m. and 3 p.m., as that is the max or peak time for the highest amount of UV rays that we see, as that's when the sun is directly overhead. In general, we are looking at a high UV index at a level 6. That means that you can get sunburned if you're not taking those necessary precautions in as little as 25 to 35 minutes. The more you start taking those necessary precautions now, the sooner it will become second nature by the time we are in the full swing of not only spring but summer, which is just around the corner. Tonight will be mild and breezy with increasing clouds overnight and temperatures dropping to a low of 62 degrees by tomorrow morning. We are looking at a chance of strong to severe storms for tomorrow with all modes of severe weather possible. Most of that will be southern Minnesota into northern Iowa, farther south and west of there, but the biggest threat for us will be the high wind or damaging wind and or gusts across the area. But taking a look at the tornado risk for tomorrow, we are in a low to medium threat, but most of us are in that low threat, which is only a 2% tornado risk. We see a 2% risk almost every time we see severe weather, so that's nothing to get too worried about, as that is pretty common for us. Now you can see the farther south and west you head, the more you're going to get into those diagonal lines, which indicate the chance of an EF2 or higher rated tornado possible. And the farther south and west you head, you will get into a 5% tornado risk, or that medium risk for tornadoes tomorrow. So what this means for southern Minnesota and northern Iowa, we really aren't too concerned about tornadoes developing in our area. However, because of the low threat out there, we cannot rule out the chance of 1 or 2 stray tornadoes developing anywhere here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. The hail threat is also a little bit on the lower end from what we've seen the last couple of weeks, with a low and medium threat, and that will be southwestern Minnesota and north central to northwestern Iowa. The medium threat, we could see anywhere from 1-inch hail, which is the size of a quarter, up to about golf ball or ping pong sized hail. The farther south and west you head, the higher that hail threat gets, eventually getting into those diagonal lines farther south into portions of east central and southeastern Nebraska. So we are not in the heart of this severe weather threat, which is great to see, but that doesn't mean we can't see any of those modes of severe weather. So continue to stay weather aware tomorrow, and just sit back and enjoy the thunderstorms, which, as we take a look at the future cast, we will see mostly cloudy skies with pockets of sunshine tomorrow. Some spotty rain chances, maybe a stray rumble of thunder through the early afternoon hours, and then thunderstorms really starting to develop anytime from 6 o'clock onward through tomorrow evening and night. The more southeast you head, the less that threat gets. So what we're going to see is that threat kind of early on in the evening, and then that threat will diminish through the rest of the evening, even though we could see a few lingering showers and thunderstorms continue into the overnight hours. Rain totals with this for now until 7 a.m. Friday, which is really just going to be tomorrow's shower and thunderstorm chances, will range anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to the west of us, the Mankato area ranging between 1/2 an inch and 3/4 of an inch. The farther east you head along and east of I-35 in both southeastern Minnesota and northeastern Iowa could range anywhere between 1 inch and 1.5 inches possible. Here's a look at your extended forecast showing that chance of strong to severe storms tomorrow. That is associated with a cold front, so that'll drop temperatures into the 60s for the upcoming weekend. We are watching a secondary cold front that is expected to move through on Sunday. Some of those showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two, could linger into Monday morning and afternoon. And with that secondary cold front, temperatures will drop into the mid to upper 50s as we close out the month of April, with one more round of April showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday of next week. And you know what the saying says, April showers bring May flowers, and believe it or not, May 1st is already on the calendar for next Friday. That's a look at your forecast. You can get more details coming up on Cato Living at noon, as well as on KUIC News Now tonight at 5, 6, and 10 p.m. Have a wonderful Wednesday, everybody.